Hello, Curious, and welcome back. There is so much mystery when it comes to the royal family that sometimes when people come forward with some claims, at times it's so hard to dismiss them. And it's no surprise that the British royal family keeps many things to themselves, so the moment a man came forward claiming to be the son of Prince Charles and Camilla, many looked at these claims with their eyebrows raised. And while many had dismissed him right away, the man has spent the past several decades trying to prove his lineage, and a recent photo that he shared of his son comparing him to the Queen Elizabeth II in her 20s has once again brought his case to the spotlight. So who is the man in question, and what claims has he made, and is there any connection that he has to the royal family that could back up his claims? And could the case of Delphine Boll, the daughter of former Belgian king, inspire him to take the case to the High Court? Stay with us until the very end to find out all about the man who claims to be the son of Charles and Camilla. But before we continue, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Let's get started. The love story between Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles is well known to many, just as are the children of Prince Charles. A little less known to those who might not be royal enthusiasts are the Parker Bowles children, but don't worry, we here at CurioSips have you covered, and so displayed above you will find a link above with a video about Camilla's children. But for now, make sure to stick around to find out more about a man who claims to be the child of this couple. Following the passing of Princess Diana, Charles had to wait for some time until the mood against Camilla had warmed up a little bit before the two of them had married. And while many ask why they never had a child together, and this was to have one out of marriage, would have been met with disapproval from the Queen, but also from the public. But here it is also worth pointing out that they were both in their 50s when they had finally tied the knot, and having a child that late, while not impossible, it does come with many health risks, and chances are that since they both had 2 children from their previous marriages, the two were content with such a family. But could it be that long before Charles had even met Diana, he and Camilla had a child together? Well, that is what one 55-year-old Australian man seems to claim. Simon Dorante-Day, who resides in Queensland, Australia, but was born in the UK on April 5th of 1966 and adopted by a family in Portsmouth, England, who had in fact had ties to the Queen. Dorante-Day claims to have been known to the public for decades, and he has stated that when he was born, Prince Charles was 17 and Camilla was 18, and the man's searches had shown him that the couple had firsthand become close in 1965, and he claimed that months later, in the lead up to the birth, Camilla had disappeared from Britain's social scene for at least 9 months, and while the Queen's son was sent to Australia. But oddly enough, this was not something that he had theorized himself one day. Oh no, it is something that allegedly his grandmother had told him, and as he had said in one interview, she didn't just hint at it, she told me outright. But it is actually his grandparents that did in fact have a connection to the royal family. As the man had said in many claims over the years, at the age of 8 months, he was adopted by a local couple named Karen and David Day, and according to Simon, his adoptive grandparents, Winfred and Ernest Bolden, had both worked for the Queen and Prince Philip in one of their royal households as a cook and a gardener, and his grandfather had even received an Imperial Service Award for his work for Her Majesty. However, he does not appear to be listed on any of the Queen's birthdays or New Year's honors lists since her coronation in 1953, and according to him, and most likely what he was told by his grandmother, Camilla had kept him until he was 8 months old, taking advantage of the royals and the protection officers to keep him hidden. Though curious, in the past there had been cases of the royal family keeping their members away from the public light, such as Prince John or Elizabeth II's cousins Nerissa and Catherine Bowles-Lyon, and about whom we have a video that you can check out by clicking on the link above, but for now, please make sure you stay with us. But if that was the truth, then how did he end up with his adoptive family? Well, the man went on to allege that when he was getting too old, it was arranged that one of the Queen's former house staff, aka his adoptive grandmother, would have had her daughter adopt him, and he also claims to have recollections of being taken to houses around Portsmouth as a little boy where he could spend time with a woman he believes was Camilla, while protection officers and his adoptive parents waited outside. And speaking with the Australian News, he also said that his birth certificate is completely rubbish, and said that the documentation he has from his adoption is written by his adoptive mother's handwriting, as well as claims from a historian that stated that the hospital in which Simon was allegedly born in didn't deliver a single baby during the decade that he was born in. Mr. Dorante-Day often takes to his Facebook page, where he has, at the time of this video that we made, over 9,200 followers, and he often shares photos of himself to show the resemblance between he and the royal couple. And recently he shared a photo of his son Liam side by side with the photo of the Queen when she was in her 20s and commented, "I think the evidence speaks for itself, and the face is what gives it away." And it was this post that had made Simon appear in the headlines again. Appearing on a talk show in Australia called Sunrise, he told the host that he sees his son's royal resemblance every day by saying, "When I get up and the kids speak to me in the morning, it's the first thing I see. It's always in my face." Though some royal fans who had been following Simon for a while pointed to a photo when he was younger compared to a photo of Prince Charles when he was younger, and many of his followers, as well as internet users, are taken in by the case and have stated that there is a resemblance between the two men. But what do you think about it, Curious? Do you see it too? And it turns out that he is actively trying to find out the truth and get in touch with people that he believes are his family. In the past, he has expressed that he is willing to take DNA tests, and he had even written to the couple back in 2012, but had never received a reply back. Go figure. And talking with 7 News Australia, he said that he will never give up his fight, as he believes that he owes it to his children to have the answers, and adding that he has some new exciting legal past that he's looking to uncover at the truth, and that he has a lot of evidence that is slowly collecting more, which includes his features that, according to the Daily Mail, he claims to be Windsor-like cheekbones and teeth like Camilla and style hair, and adding that at the end of the day, he is just a man who is looking for his biological parents, and that every road takes him to Charles and Camilla. As you can imagine, Curious, many had criticized the man for his claims and saying that he's just embarrassing himself, and some straight up telling him that his grandmother had simply lied to him, and others had said that he is just doing this to make easy money and to make a name for himself at the expense of the royal family, who is known to not comment on such rumors. But that has not deterred Simon from his quest to find out the truth, and when it comes to people and how to say that money is all that he's after, he pointed out at all of this, and his search for the truth is actually costing him money. But he has appealed to the royal family, asking them to come forward and come clean, because this no longer is something that will go on, and here we quote, "They are going to get it on in their face, not me." And according to the man, this is something that Lady Diana knew about and was going to reveal to the world. And speaking with 7 News, he revealed that Princess Diana knew about his existence and had put the pieces together and came to a point where she knew about him and was going to go public not only with him, but about how she was treated by the royal family, but her untimely passing meant that she was never able to get the truth out there. What do you think about this, Curious? Of course, throughout all of the years that Simon claimed to be the son of Charles and Camilla, no one from the royal family has ever spoken on the matter, and Buckingham Palace has refused to comment. But as many of you might already know, and given that the royal family lives by the motto "never complain, never explain," chances are that they will never speak about this, not even to deny it. And all that is left for us to do is to wait until Mr. Dorante-Day goes ahead with other legal pathways that he said he has found, and that will help him find the truth ultimately. And while this is a big unknown on our part at the moment, some internet users claim that should he truly be the son of Charles and Camilla, this case would be very similar to the one of Delphine Boll. For those who don't know, Delphine is a Belgian artist and the daughter of the former King of Belgium, Albert II, and for 7 years, she fought a legal battle to prove that she was the king's daughter. And while she knew about it for a while, as King Albert was protected by his right, but after he abdicated the throne, allowing his son to take over, Boll was free to take him to court, and so last year, she had won a lengthy battle and got the right to her royal father's surname, the title of princess for herself and for her 2 children, and most importantly, she got acknowledgement, which is what her lawyer had said that the whole thing was about for her. And if you want to know more about Delphine's case, then you can do so by checking out our previous video. So Curious, do you think that this man is the love child of Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles? Do you see the resemblance between them in the photos that he has shared? And do you believe that a DNA test would help settle this once and for all? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any of our future videos. And also, make sure you check out our channel CURIOSIPS WOW, where we post many videos with a wow factor. Until next time!